It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston's strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, Omar Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Friday of a long weekend. Come on. Tell me you guys aren't excited. It just rained. Get that out of the system. Let's go. Cleaned everything up. No pollen. Thank you. All the birds got drinks of water, all that good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. So, let me go back here. We were going to watch something. All of this, because I've never seen this. That's one, right? One thing we got to check out. There was something else too. What was it? All right, I saw it. Where'd you go? I'm not sure if you guys caught the Glarus show. He was on with JFK and James Jackson. I think Kevy Kev was there too. But watch them. They they click too easily. You'll see. That's just trouble waiting to happen. So I don't know about that. We're going to take a peek at this one. Yep. Okay. And then supposed to have a co-host, Sir Donkey. Don't know where the Donkey Boy is. However, hi Melanie. Hi Gail. Yeah, this morning I'm sorry. I got tied up this morning. I'm sorry. I had to do a bunch of stuff, and a bunch of stuff got done. So I had to. It had to be. I couldn't not do what had. I got in a bad position. We'll say bad position. Out of it. Everybody's happy. My friend's not locked in his house anymore, so we're good. Yeah. So there's some stuff I want to share. I'm not sure if you guys seen it, but let's do this one first, okay? I don't know much about this, but we're gonna hear about it, all of us together. I guess there was a father walking to school with his child, and somehow he got shot. I'm going to find out because this happened, and this is important to us to find out what happened. Here we go, because I don't know anything about this. You may just people. Just let me give you guys a minute, real quick. Just a heads up. If you don't want to hear this stuff, just maybe mute. Hi Melanie. Hi chat. Yeah, just a heads up, guys. Just telling you. But it's kind of tragic and it's kind of interesting. So Let's find out what happened.
Afternoon, everyone. At about 8:47 today, a 911 call came into the Shrewsbury Police Department regarding a dispute on the bridge down by the Jordan Pond. Shortly after that, gunshots could be heard on the 911 call. The Shrewsbury Police immediately responded to the scene. Upon arriving at the scene, they found a man down. An immediate call was put out for assistance. Auburn Police, Westboro Police, Boylston Police, and State Police responded as well. Chief immediately put a lockdown in place for the safety of residents at a nearby school. The gentleman who was shot early was walking his child to the school, was returning from the school when he interacted with a man on the bridge. It appeared that the man was doing some type of spray painting. He took a picture of the man. That started the altercation. The person then had a dispute. As I said, the gunshots were heard. Shrewsbury PD responded. Where we are now is the person walked from the scene, was talked to by the State Police stop team. He surrendered himself sometime later. And with regards to that, we are currently executing a warrant on the residence. And we'll have more for you a little later. We're still in the early stages of the investigation. There are no formal charges at this time, and I'm going to turn it over to Chief at this point.
Thank you. First and foremost, we would like to send our thoughts and prayers to the friends and family of the victim of this tragic incident. This morning at 8:48 a.m., Shrewsbury Police received a 911 call that a altercation was taking place on a pathway next to Jordan Pond. While officers were responding, dispatch advised that they could actually hear shots over the 911 call. Officers arrived, they located a victim, provided medical attention, and that victim was transported to a local hospital where tragically he died of his injuries. A local elementary school, out of an abundance of caution, was placed in lockdown, and a suspect was taken into custody, and that lockdown has been lifted. I would like to thank all our state and local partners for the assistance in this investigation. And again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the friends and family of this tragic incident.
Wow. So obviously the guy caught somebody spray painting and had words with the guy and got shot. Wow. What happened, Paul Guy? Let's see what happened. Fantastic news from yesterday. Both of the girls took grand champion at our local fair. Are you kidding me? That's like I'm pretty sure, tell me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the top honor you can get? Like the top medal? Because like that ain't easy. Especially if you have the judge, if you do the judge thing, they're like really picky on everything. I actually recorded one of a horse show. They wanted it live streamed. So we did that for them. Worked out good too. A lot of nice people there. Horse people, the people that have horses and stuff, they're the ones that pull over and help you when you have a flat tire. Now, there's something else I would like to watch with you guys. I've never seen this before. I just saw it and I said, ooh, let's take a peek at this. This happens to be Karen Reed's dad, okay, who is absolutely a superhero in this whole entire thing. This guy right here. He's got that Superman shirt on underneath that shirt right there. He is the rock that everybody went to. You could just tell. And he was like always like conscious of where his wife was. Was my wife? You got my wife? So, you know, everybody that surrounded them, including myself, we all made sure that Mrs. Reed got from where she was to the court house unimpeded as much as possible, safe as possible. And Mr. Reed, I'd go down and buy him a coffee, black, medium coffee black, and I'd run it back so that I'd try and time it so that when Mr. Reed got out, I'd hand him a coffee, and he loved that. That was like, yeah, little things like that. I don't know if you guys remember. I used to buy him coffee, and at the end of the day, well, not the end of the day, at the middle of the day at lunchtime when he come out. But yeah, I'd like to listen to this because this is Mr. Reed, and I got some good footage of some really amazing things that this guy said that was never covered, which is a shame. But either way, we're going to hear what he got to say now.
It's the trial.
Slowly getting back to some state of normalcy, I would say, but and it's been slow. You go through that period of shock, and when the jury comes in, as it did on June 18th, and you hear that, and you hear the crowds outside and applause, you realize, it's been a dramatic moment in your life, but coming to grips with it after living it for 3.5 years, and the trauma and the worry and the anxiety, and then now over the last 2 months plus, it's been a bit comforting, but I won't say there's a state of normalcy in our lives. I don't know if we'll ever reach that, point again.
And on the radio today, your daughter was talking about how helpful it's been to have such a loving family. How, what role would you say you've played in kind of the last 2 months?
Well, it's no different than what really any parent would do when your child is facing an obstacle, and in this case, the immense and resources of a state that is trying to put her down. You do whatever you can, and there's no dollar you won't spend. There's no rock you will not overturn. There is no resource that you will not try to uncover to help. And I don't think that's any different than what any parent would do, to be honest, really.
And has she been living here with you?
On and off. I mean, she has friends that she has known from her days at Fidelity and from her days at Bentley, as well as friends and supporters that she's met through this ordeal. And so they have places, New Hampshire and Florida and the like, that they'll say, let's come up for a few days or come up for a few weeks. So, and then the attorneys are, always in and out in terms of being in town. And that always requires, a meeting of the minds, so to speak. Okay, let's go over what do we know, what do we need, so on and so forth.
And today, the radio show, what did you make of what was said? Was there anything that stood out for you?
To be frank with you, I was listening to it on the radio in the back roads here of Dighton and Taunton as we were heading up north to have dinner with her and Attorney Jackson. So some of it was, I didn't really catch all of it, but I had an idea of, how it was going to unfold. But Karen speaks from the heart, and, she feels a sense of gratitude to the thousands of supporters who have rallied to the cause. And it's easy to understand because so many women through their life, professional lives, personal lives, have felt, one way or another, disrespected, dehumanized, whatever it may have been, victimized. And so they see what Karen has been put through, and they rally to that cause. So I was glad she had an opportunity to speak today, and I'm glad that Alan Jackson also had an opportunity to give some insight as to where they are, although he didn't divulge too much in terms of, the unfolding civic litigation, because much of it is still, I think, on the drawing board in terms of our team.
All right. Donkey, hey, bud, what's up, bud?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing good. Have you heard this yet?
Not yet.
Dude, really? You got to do that?
This is Toby Mac.
Let me see. Put him up again. Sorry.
No,
Oh, look at him. Oh, giving you kisses.
oh, he's a big baby.
I just left my friend's house. I was using his dog for a little bit, playing with it. Love animals. I just love them.
He's too hyper.
I have a question. Gail, did you hear Karen on the radio this morning, Gail? Did anyone hear Karen on the radio?
What do you mean on the radio with Howie?
No. That was yesterday.
Oh no.
I guess she was on the radio. Has anyone heard it? I don't know. But
Man.
either way, listen. Did you see this with Mr. Reed?
Negative.
No. Okay.
No.
Let's go back to that because this is kind of interesting.
Yeah. And hello, everybody in the chat.
Let me get us back to where we were. Come on. Yeah, this is not working. Bang. Okay. Check. That was here we go, Mr. Reed.
What is next with this civil lawsuit, the wrongful death lawsuit?
Well, it's still up in the air. The O'Keefe family has filed a civil, litigation against Karen for wrongful death, and we intend to fight that, and we intend to be successful in that fight because there was no collision. The ARCA scientists hired from the Department of Justice concluded that John O'Keefe's injuries were not the result of being struck by Karen's SUV, and the damage to that SUV was not the result of hitting a 215-pound individual. And then you've got people like, from your own state, the former medical examiner, Dr. Elizabeth LaPosada. Those injuries were not the result of an automobile accident. No way, no how. And so these are experts. These are, whether medically speaking or scientifically speaking, the physics and the science and the engineering, these are people who are well trained at the top of their field. And when they come in as outside experts and say, listen, it did not happen as the state says, it should cause everyone to think.
What do you make of the Elizabeth Banks potential series that could be coming here?
This chick.
Well,
oh my God.
I really don't know anything about that individual. I mean, I'm from
Why are
the
we
50s
talking
and
about
60s,
this?
so
This
that
person's
name does
irrelevant.
not resonate with
She's
me,
just
and I
told
don't
us
mean
that
that
she's an actor.
disrespectfully at
Big
all.
deal.
But, there are people who are looking to, shall I say, capitalize, monetize on what has happened to Karen. And I know, at least talking to Karen, that actress or her team has not been in contact with her to try to get a sense as to what she went through, some of the granular, some of the details of what the last 3.5 years have been like for her. So I guess my feeling is until there is some book or some movie or some series that seeks to get in touch with Karen and her attorneys to essentially say, give us some background, how this developed. What can you tell us that the public does not know? And there is a considerable amount of information the public does not know. As much as was revealed at trial, much was not allowed in. And so, to my understanding, Elizabeth Banks and her team has not reached
how
out
much
to
info
Karen
that
or
they
her
have
team.
that they can't
And the
release.
fact that
Maybe they
Elizabeth
can now, right?
Banks' team hasn't reached out to your daughter.
They still
Does it
got a
make
lot
you
to go
feel-
yet.
Again, it's America. It's the land of the free.
I mean,
and if people feel an opportunity
I don't think
that there's
anybody
a story
can
that they
replace
want to
Reed.
tell and they
And
want
I
to
think that's
provide
kind of
their
what
spin
some
on
of
it.
this is about.
That's their
I'm
freedom.
sorry
But
about the dog.
I think the public, particularly in this area, until Karen's fingerprints and Alan Jackson and others who have been, deeply involved in this case, in the granular, until they see that they have had input in, at least in terms of informing and advising any artistic work. We'll see.
But this is your daughter's story. Should it be in Hollywood?
Well,
Oh, that's a good question. What do you think? Before he answers, what do you think, Donkey? Should it be in Hollywood?
Damn right it should. Well, regardless on Hollywood or not, it should get a hell of a lot more attention to see what the hell's going on. That's it.
Okay.
That it's just to be, I guess, a warning to other people. Like, don't. There's people out there that can debunk the hell out of you.
So
You know.
think of how much they know that they can't reveal. Just that amount of information.
Yeah,
Do,
I was
do you think that would
catching.
change people's opinion on the whole thing?
Hey, what do you mean change your opinion? As in what?
Like, for example, one of the pieces of data we'll put it in a bucket, okay? A bucket of stuff that's really questionable. What if there was a Nest video camera working that night at that 34 Fairview that recorded all the stuff that happened in the driveway and outside the driveway and Brian Nagel and whatnot? What if there was something of that sort? Would that change your opinion? If you weren't able to see it, but it exists, would that change your opinion?
As in the sense that, like, if there was a video out there that showed Karen hitting John, or them, or the people at 34 Fairview dragging John's body out and put him on the front lawn.
34 Fairview, what would you think if 34 Fairview had Nest camera system running that whole entire night? What, just that fact alone? Forget about what's on it and forget about what it caught. The fact that it was there and running and that you weren't able to see it or anything of that sort.
Well, that's a bunch
They
of bullshit.
kept it from you. What do you think about that?
That's a bunch of bullshit. You know, because again,
that's exactly what Mr. Reed's talking about. Knowledge that you can't put out there.
Yeah, and the thing is, we don't know.
No, we do not.
Well, nobody knows. There's a lot. Even I was catching up the other day with. I haven't been on YouTube all that much, but I was catching up with some of the interviews with Alessi and Yannetti, and there's a lot of things they weren't commenting on. You know, the shoes, the socks. They ain't talking about the civil case. Hey, my apologies.
No,
talking about the civil case and stuff like that. So this is not going to end up good for the McCabe's. And the thing is, like, there shouldn't be. The O'Keefe shouldn't have a lawsuit against Karen for wrongful death, and stuff like that. But I think this is going to bring out a hell of a lot more evidence on what the hell's going on.
So, for example, if in this new trial, because they're suing civilly, right?
I get that.
Right. What would you think if there's evidence that's able to be presented that wasn't able to be presented at Karen Reed's trial? The difference in it, how you're now able to see X, Y, and Z, whereas you weren't able to use that to make a determination on her guilt or innocence of her outcome. That's the whole entire justice system in a nutshell.
Well,
they can finagle it so that they stack the deck. They win.
Again, you know, this shit should have never went to trial.
105 years for doing journalism.
You know, clearly, exactly that too, and clearly that, I mean, it doesn't take a brain or a rocket scientist to see the bite marks and scratch marks on John's arm. You know, it doesn't take a rocket.
You're absolutely right, because that's exactly what he was just saying. They used ACA and experts with PhDs to prove that the vehicle never hit the bar. This body never hit this vehicle. It never happened. They never touched.
If the FBI sent the letter out, and everybody knows this, to Morsi, saying, I can't allow this trial to go on, right, in good conscience.
Right.
And then dump the TUI report, and thinking that they would have dropped it, but no, they proceeded with it, and they had to proceed with it because people wanted answers on who did what to John. And
We still
the
do.
Albert,
We still
I,
do, right?
I get that. I get that. And the McCabe's and Alberts needed to be this damn dog. The McCabe and Alberts needed to be in the clear. So at the end of the day, that whole thing was done wrong. No, that was the thinking like a criminal. That was the dumbest fucking move you can ever do.
Dude, they got her on an OUI and they never saw her operating a motor vehicle. They have proof that she was under the influence. Okay, I'll give them that.
Well, they're
But
going
in
off
order
of
to, like they can't arrest somebody unless they see it happening. So if Fred's beating up Joe, if the cops aren't there, it never happened.
But if you can't see Fred's face, then how the hell Joe? How do you know that who beat up
Who
Joe?
beat who up? Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and they're only basing off that OUI off of the blood work that was only taken to help her out medically.
And you know what's funny? I don't think they did the correction for the medication that she's taken because she's got all sorts of medical problems. She takes
Yeah,
she takes a plethora of pills that she has to because of her medical condition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
And the
So
thing is, like, you can't divulge that information. That's confidential information.
there's a lot of things that in this civil case, not wrongful death suit, but the civil case that concentrating more on her violations of her constitutional given rights.
Mhm.
But the O'Keefe, the wrongful death, that's gonna bring out other things.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and the thing with that wrongful death suit, you know, it could point the finger at somebody, but it's not gonna put them in handcuffs at that moment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but listen, you ready,
And
bud?
let's say the finger points at somebody else.
Okay.
You think anybody's going to do anything about that?
We know they won't. Gail, right? You see what Gail just said? She is so right. It hurts. If they had anything of the sort, they'd be throwing it up there.
And as said before, they said, "Oh, there was ring cam video." They
Show
said
me.
in the news.
Show me.
Exactly, right?
Yep.
But through this trial, we found out who said what.
You know what else we found out? That's Cop Town within Cop Town.
Because the news channel was over at Chris's pizza parlor,
Yeah,
right?
funny how that works, right? Hey, Cherry's here. Cherry, my girl. How you doing, girl? Cherry's awesome. Happy birthday, by the way, Cherry. It's Cherry's birthday, guys. So happy birthday, my dear.
Okay. Anyways. But yeah, so a lot of lies are said and nobody's proving anything. From day one, you're going to tell me watch everything from day one and how much this story changed on the prosecution side. It just kept on changing and changing and changing and changing and changing. And they ain't have shit.
And look at where it's at now, right? And they still took it to trial.
Well, that's on them. And
But
Kevin,
they had an ace in the hole. They had an ace in the hole, buddy. They had Beverly Canone running blocker for them.
Well,
Get
regardless of that, that's
She's
still
going.
not an ace in the hole.
Yeah, it is. She lets it. She's like, I'm gonna let this shot go by. Yep. Oh, stopping this one. You're not getting through.
They had a better chance in the first trial, and they screwed that one up, and they should have walked away.
Yep.
But even then, too, if they would have walked away, then people are gonna want answers. The public wants answers on who did what.
There are no answers to that.
Or the feds, even then too.
Listen, we have to do a show, okay?
Roger.
And people have to be at home, and they have to have either access to their phone or their laptop or a desktop. Yeah. And we're gonna play a Google game, okay?
What the hell are you talking about?
A friend of mine is gonna ask questions, and you guys are gonna have to Google it. For example, do the police have to come and help you?
When you call them, when you do
No.
a service call,
No, they don't.
why?
Because they don't. It's not in their union contract.
So in their union, so they're supposed to be
It comes down to this. If it comes down to this, if
protect
Donkey,
and serve.
Donkey doesn't call, don't ever go to his house.
Well, yeah. How the
If
fuck are
he
they
does
gonna know?
call, don't go to his house.
Well, see, that's a different story. Now that's just more
They're
that's more.
shots fired inside a school. What do you do? Think cops go in and take care of business? Nope.
Supposed to
They run.
run.
They're not required to. Pop, 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 pop. They hear it going off.
Brother, I was
They don't
paid a
gotta
hell
go
of a
in.
lot. I was paid a hell of a lot less than half these damn assholes
Uh-huh.
on uh,
That's
anybody.
right. That
Anybody, or in the military, you paid a hell of a lot less for us to run towards a fire.
listen, you're a professional. If there's a gun on the ground, you can rack a bullet in the chamber and fire the bullet that way without
Roger.
hurting anybody else. Like there's certain people that you don't gotta worry about like that. Like
Well, yeah, but
how
you
it is.
still got to worry about what's behind that too. You know.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
well-
just about. Yeah, I got you, and I got what you're
Yeah.
saying. You can rack one in and do what
Yep.
you need to do. Yeah, I understand
some
that 100%.
people just can't. That's okay, right? That's okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
Nothing
there
wrong with
isn't.
that.
It's just it should never be a need.
No. How you doing, bud?
Good. I miss my friend Mike. I really
know.
do.
Have you talked to him?
Not but not a lot. Not really. Not in depth. I'm not.
He's just keeping to
really
himself a
wanna get
little.
into it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Just pray for him.
Mikey, if you're
miss him.
watching, we miss you. So hurry the hell up. Quit slacking and get your ass over here, please. Okay. Amen.
Let's go back to this.
At this point, it's important. She needs to get her life back, and part of getting your life back is to try to recover some of the hundreds of thousands of dollars of assets that she's lost. She's lost 2 jobs. She's lost a career. She's lost reputation. She's lost her home. She's liquidated her 401. You still need money. And so at this point in time, it's, she's been harmed. She's been wronged. And there are remedies for that. And that's what we are going to seek through the courts or through other avenues. That's where we are.
Oh, isn't that good? They want all the money back,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and they're gonna fight for it all of it.
And then some. And that, she's gonna own fucking the town of Canton. And the thing is, she's not gonna get it right away too.
I don't think she'd want town.
They're gonna screw with her with
She would
appeals
probably pass on that.
and all that BS. And let's say they even okay, that's fine, we'll give it to you. They don't have the money right there sitting in some bank account. They're gonna have to give it to her in installments.
Yeah. Hi, Christy. Thanks for stopping by and watching this with us. This is Mr. Reed talking to the news, and we're we all agree with him. I don't think he's wrong in anything so far.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, right? They pretty much ruined the Karen's career, not just the job. It was, as she said, it was a
Her
career.
life.
And there's a difference. When you go into Fidelity, Fidelity's different, okay? When you go into Fidelity, they take you in. It's not a clan, it's not a cult, but it's a very, very close-knit, very close working environment. If you can't lock arms and walk next to the person next to you on either side of you, you're not working at Fidelity. Like, they're all that type of people, and they weed them out. I don't know how they do it, but they get, personality-wise, great people that are all willing to work together. And she brought the brains too, but she can't do that anymore because the state took that away. Can you believe that? Boom, no more career. That's a loss.
Yep. And what company is gonna hold you or keep you employed when you're being charged with murder?
Like, right, none.
You know,
Especially
and it
Fidelity. They won't have. They don't have that. They like that's just you're out. Like
yeah,
that's not even. That's not even like a quick. It's a hard no.
yeah. And the thing is, it's business. It's not personal because
Yeah,
they got to
oh
protect
boy,
their image.
you're absolutely right on the money. It's not personal. It's absolutely Fidelity business.
Yep.
That's how they roll. And she can only do what she can do, right?
Yep.
So let's
And
go back to Mr. Reed here.
So wait, how does that tie back to Hollywood?
Well,
Could you monetize from that?
well,
or-
sure. I mean, if you're going to play a role in informing any book, any Hollywood production, in terms of providing granular details of background on this story, on this case, how it developed, the relationship, the charging, initially with manslaughter and then with, second-degree murder,
True.
and background on that from her perspective. That's something the public does not know. We've got a good idea, but even as Karen's parents, my wife and I, we don't have it to the depth and the understanding that she does, because she's lived it for so much, So
Where do you go from here? What's next?
well, I mean, that's really Karen and the lawyers. I mean, as her parents will support her for as long and as far as that may take her.
Dude, even still, he's still all in. He's not saying, she's on her own. She's a big girl. She can go take care of herself, right? He's still all in with her.
It's a dad.
Isn't that amazing? Talk
Yep.
about love. Love. That's love, man. No, unwavering. And he's shown us, all of us, from the very, very, very day one of the trial. He's shown us what that really, really is and what it really means. All of us,
Mhm.
it's right in front of our eyes. You need to go back and look at it. Really, it's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the case has been so sensational because it involves corruption. We see concurrently where the lead detective is fighting for his job back, and you hear all of that testimony again, and so it's seemingly, even though June 18th came with her acquittal, it's a story that just seemingly has endless legs and doesn't seem to die. And I mean, we even see it from people. We're out shopping, and some people are going through their own withdrawals. They miss it. We don't miss it, to be honest, but other people miss it.
Can you imagine?
The
I mean,
idea
true,
of,
right?
it unionized a lot of people. It provided solidarity to particularly the women, as I mentioned earlier. Were out there through all of the court dates, cheering, supporting, with young children, in tow. And of course, the gentlemen, not to disparage them, but they were also supported. But this was a women's movement. This is a movement. And the women want to see a just resolution. They want to see justice for Karen Reed. So wherever it goes, my wife and I will follow.
It's been a movement, but I guess
Wow.
as her father, he just kind of missed what life was like before.
I don't know if I'll ever get back that normalcy.
Fucking question is that?
Well,
Idiot.
yeah. I mean, his life is altered
Yeah,
completely
every father-
different track. I mean, he was supposed to be playing golf, not playing friggin' lawyer tag, right?
Yeah, every father wants to sit there
Yeah.
and see their child go through this, and then you got to give up your life. Yeah,
Definitely on his
Jesus.
bucket list, right?
I said from day one or after the trial
with
or
people,
since day
man.
one, no news channel has the damn right
Oh,
to interview them because they did not truly report on what the hell was going on both sides.
No,
They
they
were
were absolutely
always
skewered. Yes.
always going after the defense. What a
Yep.
the shit the prosecution was doing.
Yeah, they're still doing it.
Jesus.
Finding evidence. Oh, we found this video that's kind of exculpatory, by the way. Oops.
Look at the other cases. Larry's sitting there like, yeah, well, I didn't get a search warrant and all the paperwork.
But again, right? Imagine having to make a decision on someone's guilt or innocence without all the facts. Looking back and saying, "Well, how come you didn't have them?" But now, a civil trial, some of it's going to come out. That's kind of messed up. And think of the stuff again. What they know that they can't even say. That's just ridiculous. There.
You think they'll pay out instead of trying to go to trial?
Of course.
Because
imagine, I would load that jury up, and I'm pretty sure they've got some experience picking juries. They would lose. The jury would just decimate. Oh, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be like a record-breaking type of settlement, I think.
How many people have I heard from Mass or Boston area like this is the norm. This is what happens every day. Everybody knows what happens, The shadiness, the corruption is just the norm. This
is what they every day when you get arrested or go through something court systems. This is what you're going through. You just saw it. You just saw it play through. You just saw a drunk driving conviction, and at this point, she'll take it. Right after all that, give me. Let's go out. Check. All right. So
and I think this is so true for so many of us. Life can turn, in an instant, on a dime.
Yep.
In a New York minute. And
just like that, life changes.
Oh
yeah. It's I try and live kind of like that. Just embrace it.
And it's the case here. I mean, I was in the fourth quarter, if you will, of my career at Bentley, and it swiftly ended because I departed there and came to support Karen, my wife, and I. But I don't think that's any different than what many families. I mean, there's very few families, if you live long enough, that don't undergo some heartache, loss of a loved one, facing a cancer diagnosis. You don't go deep enough in this life and find yourself unscathed in some aspect. So, it's just what we're dealing with.
And as her father, you think she'll ever be able to go back to work, have a job again?
Who knows? I don't know. I mean, when you see and you study the case, and my wife and I know it decently, Karen knows it thoroughly. And when you come to an understanding, and I think as more of this comes to pass, and it may come to pass even in more depth in the civil litigation, and to the extent something is done, in a literary fashion, a book, or in a movie or a documentary series that has Karen and the attorneys' input, I think more and more people will come to an appreciation of how delicate our freedom is. It can happen to anybody. So,
is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, thanks for your support. So appreciative of, people we see them, at church, we see them at restaurants, we go shopping, just so supportive of them. They didn't give up. It was a long ordeal, and we still got another phase to go. So just very, very appreciative, heartfelt appreciation and thanks for everything they've given us, emotionally, monetarily wise, and just so appreciative.
And you think a book's coming out?
Well, we'll be out in the next year or so, but somewhere, somebody will write on this with Karen's input.
So there's a difference between the story Hollywood's going to try to tell and the story that Karen actually has.
Hollywood will always, I guess, add its flavor, but there are ingredients to that meal, to that cooking,
Mm-hmm.
that only Karen knows and her lawyers. And, if you try to put together a nice Sunday dinner and somehow you miss some of the critical inputs, you'll have a meal, but will it be filling? And so I'd use that as an analogy.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
Talk
think
about
about that.
Eating your body alive with one organ.
The guy asked, like, you think Karen would go back to normal life working and stuff? How would you go back to work in that state, knowing there are some officers out there that you fought against, legally in the court
Mhm.
system?
Mm-hmm.
You got a DA that's still out there, and God knows how many favors, he's owed. Like, you got people in the government after you, and you want to go back to work in that state?
Listen,
Yeah, like anything you do, what? Like, you're going over the speed limit,
yes, just like
Like,
that. Just like that.
yeah. And tell me how many times has an officer showed you their radar gun?
They don't
You
have
know?
to. See? They don't have to.
So yeah, it's been said before too, like her and her parents should need just to pack up their shit and leave that goddamn state.
Yeah, but even he can still never get away from it. It's part of that man now.
I got
His
that. And it will
ingrained,
be,
he changed him. Like, wow, guy, you right in front of our eyes.
yeah. But like I said, that family needs to pack up and leave that damn state.
Yeah, I don't think they could ever feel safe here. How can they?
Especially Karen.
Yeah, especially Karen. Exactly.
Like, how the hell do you just get into a vehicle and travel and then what?
Right. You get pulled over. Who
Yeah.
knows? It's just too many
You
variables
know,
there, bud.
my camera wasn't working and something happened to Karen, or
Right.
whatever the case is. And yeah, it's just the PTSD that family, especially Karen, going through, after fighting.
And the poor mother worrying about everybody, right? Making sure
Oh, yeah.
everybody's okay. So
Yeah.
I have an interview with Mr. Reed where he was talking about like the case and all the aspects of it. And it
Right.
was one of the best things I think I've ever recorded. Like, he was right on the money with everything. I should probably find that and clip that specific thing out because it was so special.
Wasn't he prior officer?
He worked for Bentley. He was a teacher or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A very smart
Uh,
guy too.
Yeah, very smart. Very smart.
Very, very smart.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of impressed. I think God chose the right person right there. I mean, I don't know any other family that could probably stay together like that and not
I'm
tear
telling
each
you,
other apart, right?
she was built for that.
The whole family was, man. It was a concerted effort. It was amazing to sit back and see it all come together.
God put her through all her sicknesses and everything to make her tough in order
Yeah.
to go through this.
Yeah, she's fighting all this while she's got all this stuff going on medically on top of it, like with one hand behind her back. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Don't bet against that one. But yeah, I seriously, right?
Unbelievable.
Listen, does your Twitter account say a parody account? A parody of what? You?
Yeah, mine does.
Yours.
Okay, how come your Twitter says? I don't know. I don't know what parody means.
It like
Like-
like you're somebody else. Like you're trying to portray that you're somebody else. Like I can think of Mark Hamill from Star Wars. I
I'm
think I'm portraying him, but I'm not. So
a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
I like I said,
Listen, you may just check your Twitter. You may have somehow hit something, and
it does say on there parody, but I don't know why. Like it would say that. Well, I'll look through it.
yeah,
Whatever.
that's all. Cool.
You know,
Hey, long
I'm a
weekend, dude.
superhero.
Long weekend.
Yeah, staying busy. Got the dog. Staying. I got the grandkid. She started school. I got to go pick her up later on today. I was out doing changing oil for my neighbor and my vehicles too. So, and then I got the shop. So I'm kind of taking tools from here, taking it over to the shop and stuff, and whatever. Just
Nice.
a lot going on. So, and then next couple weeks is just we got a celebration of life coming up and stuff. So,
Okay.
you know, um, just day by day, day by day. And that's it. So, it is what it
Very
is.
cool.
Yeah, long weekend. You got anything planned for this weekend?
In my head I do, but reality wise, no.
Brother, there's life out there,
Oh, trust me, I was
you
running
know?
around. I know all about it out there. I was out there in the masses this morning, guy. It was bad. I would have had to go to Xfinity. It's our cable, what that local cable company.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
everybody, and they also do cellular phones and
Yeah.
just people everywhere milling around. Just it's like it's a destination, I guess. People just go there to hang out and just I don't get it. I went in just to swap a cable modem out and be done with it. It's just I don't know. I know
Get
life.
in your car and start traveling west and go
No,
see the world.
I'm actually thinking about taking one of my nephews down the canal to go striper fishing. That's kind of what I'm
Okay.
thinking, to get him hooked into a nice big striper that's in the current. That's a whole different animal there. So yeah,
Good.
hopefully, fingers crossed. That's all.
You need some time, you know?
Yeah,
You need
yeah.
some time.
Yep.
You got a lot going on too.
One of them's getting to the point where he's gonna start driving.
Uh-oh.
I let him drive once in a while, like in parking lots and stuff like that.
Yeah. Who
And
hasn't?
so, oh my God, we have this little racetrack here, right? And these go-karts are all electric, but they go fast. They go like 30 miles an hour, and
Okay.
they move. Okay, like you can spin yourself out very, very easily, but you don't want to because that makes your speed go
Yeah.
more. Makes you time. It's all about timing. So you want to get around the track in the lowest amount of time that there is. So I have a thing about driving myself. I've been driving my whole life, been to driving schools. Then I went to the police academy where I could do everything that the instructor could do. And that's a whole nother thing. But my nephew gets in this little go-kart and he's behind me. And we go.
Mhm.
And I am just giving this go-kart all it has. I am picking the best line to hit the corners. I'm hitting all the apexes right. I'm got every line perfect, right? I am moving. I was like a 5208. My nephew 5209, which means he was driving just as hard as I was. And I'm telling you, there was no more. That car was there was no more that car could give. And he had that behind me just hammering on his go-kart as much as I was, and I couldn't have been prouder.
Video games.
So no, he can drive.
Oh yeah.
So my other nephew kind of gets left out because he's not the driving guy. He's the smart guy. It's in Foxborough. It's a small little. Let me pull it up. It's sweet.
Yeah, all my kids are that drive at an early age. I even drove, even if it's like leaning over, grabbing the steering wheel, kind of deal. And by the time they got behind the wheel, they knew what the hell was going on.
So these are the go-karts that we go here. They got an indoor jumping pool, a jump thing in it, but these are the go-karts, right? Do they have
That's pretty badass. So it's like just like a big old fun center or whatever.
Yeah. But the go-karts move out. Like they're decent. So to drive around the track for 3 laps, or actually 4 laps, it's
What?
you get 3 races. And there's 3 laps / 4 laps to every race. So it's 12,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, or whatever it is. I'm not mathing today. But it's $80.
Brother.
Yep. And you're there for probably a half hour. What's the video here?
Oof. It's ridiculous how these prices are now.
Yeah, I mean, and like the helmet and the neck gear, and the seatbelt. Like, you need the seatbelt. And if
Oh
you're
yeah,
not,
yeah.
if you're not tight, you're not gonna go fast. You have to be lit, like part of it.
But
So
it's not a racing seatbelt. It's just over the lap, like over your shoulder and lap
Yeah.
seatbelt. That's your basic seat. You got, your 4 points or 3 points
3-point
harness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
More.
Everybody's raced go-karts at one time or another.
Yeah, that happens a lot too. Can't
Yeah.
hit each other.
Everybody has gone. Well, the people have gotten on a go-kart racetrack. Like
So-
has done
so-
something stupid and got kicked out one time or screamed at least screamed at.
Right, exactly. So see how fast. That's exactly how fast they go. Like that was. One thing I'm very proud of him that he learned is the people in front of you are kind of the problem, and it's your problem, and you're responsible for all the people around you. So he was very cautious about other people on the track, and he didn't wipe anybody out. He didn't crash into anybody. So because that's not fast. The trick is to go fast. You know what I'm saying? And he was that. He was being that thoughtful of, there's a car. I have to know when and where to pass for me to be the quickest, where it doesn't lower my, make me spin. So he's that mindset. The other one,
Well, it's
more.
You don't have to be the quickest, just the smartest, and how to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything else falls. That's good. That's good that you're gonna get something done and go have some fun. Go fishing.
Yeah.
I haven't fished in a while.
I'll show you pictures one day. I got pictures. I caught you can, in Massachusetts, you can keep one of them that are only so big. If they're bigger, you have to throw them back. Okay.
Oh, so
it's
DNR
slot limit. So
Yeah.
from 28 inches to 34 or 32, 28 to 32, 32.01, you gotta throw it back. Anything
No
over that,
shit.
you gotta throw it back. Yeah. And anything under that, you gotta throw it back.
What's
It's
the
good,
reason
right?
for that?
It's good for the whole striper community. You're taking away the males so that the females can it's okay. We're harvesting the one that
Yeah.
we want to harvest out of all the stripers.
Good for the ecosystem.
That size. 'Cause
I've
there's
never
so
heard. I've
many of
never
them.
heard it that way.
Yes.
I've always heard it like if it's small, you got to toss it back,
Yep.
and then
Undersized.
Roger, and then seasons. There's certain seasons where you can, well, not in our area, but different areas, different seasons. You can, fish for different fish types of fishes too, and everything. So that's good.
Let me look at
3-day weekend. Ooh, ooh.
We need a saltwater fishing license guy. Saltwater fishing license.
Yeah, how much is that? Like $50?
No, I think it was $10.
Oh, that's not bad. I'm surprised.
All right. Regulations. Striped bass. All right. The narrowing of the slot limit. It formerly it was from 28 inches long up to 35. 35 inches and over has to go back. Anything 28 and under has to go back. The stuff that's in between, you could keep.
Okay.
That's,
People in the chat saying get your ass up and go fishing.
I'll show you guys what I'm reading. Mass striped bass regulations right here says 28 to 35. And it's like Massachusetts adopts it, Delaware, the big fishing places on the coasts that catch stripers. They don't go
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
more
places,
of a
you know.
catch and release if
Yeah,
depending on certain types of fish and stuff like that, but more of a catch and release right now.
yeah. I
You
just
know,
want my nephew to just
experience it.
get him on, get the fish on, and just. Oh yeah.
Does your nephew have a fishing pole?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say you should buy him one of those little blue clues, just to mess with him.
You know what? I may have a video. My sister's gonna kill me. Oh my goodness.
Don't
No,
expose
it's all right.
anybody
Hold
else.
on. Let me see. Just let me see. Let me see.
Okay.
We went to Florida, and yeah, let's just say yeah. Well, check this out. This is my nephew. My guy. He makes me so proud. Check this out. He's just fishing.
Oh, you trying to be like her?
What the hell's he fighting?
Bass.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Man, that pole is bending for a fish that size. Look at that thing bend.
So, it's a little pond in Florida. They're everywhere, right? So these small ones,
Yeah.
All right,
Come here, boy.
all the other fish get bigger.
Beautiful.
So,
That's good.
what's this? Hold on.
No, the boat's down. I can see. I don't know what's
See
going
this,
on.
right?
Are you in your PJs?
Absolutely, guy.
We're neutral.
My God.
Why wouldn't you go fishing in your PJs?
I don't know.
Guy keeps busting drag, guy.
That's okay. Wear them out.
I
Ain't
didn't
steady.
wear 'em
Runs
out.
the race.
This is a big one. Or I get two again.
Yeah, 230s, 234s.
So
Well, wait, what did you catch on that one?
these are stripers.
Okay.
See. I'm not even near the boat, and it's still
So strong.
You're pulling the boat.
Whatever. No, it's
Yeah, the
pulling
boat's
me,
moving?
guy.
Yeah, you're pulling the boat. It's pulling the boat.
I want my nephew to be able to feel that.
Only thing is, you ain't harpooning
He's a
the whale.
fisherman, you know? And
Yeah.
when you feel the fishing rod, like just giving it all you got and
It's a
singing.
big one. It's a nice striper. Nice striper.
He's a
Go
big
easy.
guy.
Go easy.
Yeah.
Pull up on him. Let the drag grab it.
Yeah.
Let him know he gets the drag.
Come on now.
Yeah, you got him. You got him. Bring him this way.
Coming to you. I got him. Come on.
Yeah,
Coming
he
to
don't
you.
want to come to me. He's like, I don't think so. I'm not done
Here he
fighting.
comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's tired. He's done.
Oh, yeah, he's tired.
Maybe
You
not.
thought he was
Wow.
tired. You thought he was tired.
Sometimes that's that trick. You get them tired enough, and then they'll give you that last minute energy
Buddy, I didn't
Yeah.
wanna
at the
shower.
end.
Bang. Nice.
And this is about a 34-inch fish. Easy. 35.
He's one of the strongest fish I've been battling for a while. I tell you.
He went right after the biggest bait on the rig, which is normal.
So the rig we throw has got like 5 hooks on it.
35, that's
Mhm.
16 pounds of fish.
3 fish on one bait.
Good God Almighty. Moses Sandals.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Have a nice day. Yeah. So I went fishing, right? And I caught a striper every single time I went fishing. Like I went on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All 5 days I caught a keeper striper that size in my pajamas. It was a beautiful thing.
Well,
It's
how
just
many?
nice to be there.
What are you limited? How many can you catch in one day?
One a day.
One a
You're
day.
allowed to keep one fish a day. So that fish was over, so we had to throw it back. And I mean, we've kept both of us. That me and that other guy, we each would keep one fish. He'd
Hmm.
fillet it, throw the rest in his woods behind his house, and it was good fish. It was really good. The best fish is the freshest. And, I mean,
Oh yeah,
it was swimming 2 hours ago. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah. Anything you catch
yeah.
and fillet or cut the meat off or anything is always the best.
But I'm hoping to take my nephew down to the canal where
Good.
the canal, the current makes the fish seem bigger.
Hmm.
So that's
That's
I'm
another
hoping.
thing that yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. Like I said, you need a break.
Yep.
There's a world out there,
Dude, I used to fish competitively across the whole country. I've been from Maine to Florida fishing, all in the middle of everywhere.
Good shit.
Bass fishing. You ever seen it on TV? The
Yeah.
the bass boats and stuff.
I mean, I don't watch it the whole time, but I've seen them do that.
You-
Yeah.
You're familiar with like
Yeah.
I used to do
That's
that.
good.
Yeah. Second place bass. That's like the organization. Well, was the organization back in the day. So big tournament up at Lake Winnipesaukee I was in. Winnicott. I'm sorry, not Winnicott. That's the Weeweeannock. Gingy, the Weeweeannock.
Wee.
The Weeweeannock. Now with the Weeweeannock within the river, right? If you know how to fish, you know certain spots where fish will naturally be based
Yeah.
on the current, the tide. You just have the fish move here now, and then they go from here to there, and they don't bite. They only bite when they get here.
Yeah.
So there's quirks about everything. So, yeah, dude. When I qualified for the state team, I was fishing for smallmouth, and I threw my bait out there, and I'm bringing it in, and I was going, and I was so much in the zone, I could feel the fish swimming around. And I said to the guy in the boat, I go, there's a fish down there swimming around right now. My bait, I'm 100 feet away still, 40 feet, 42 feet down, and I felt the fish, and I held it there, and I felt the fish come over, bink. I knew it. Stuck the fish, got him in the boat.
You're
It
the
was
fish
weird.
whisperer.
Just weird. You can get into that zone sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other thing. I almost died. Capsized the boat in November up at Lake Winnipesaukee, practicing for a tournament, and sunk the boat. And when you call 911 for help, and they send you to Marine Patrol, that's right there on the lake, but that's closed November 1st. And the 911 operator goes, "Oh my God, how many souls are on board?" I'm like, oh shit, that shit got real. There's just two of us. We're in a 19-foot bass boat, middle of nowhere. I can't give you a street address.
But you're supposed to. You can give grid coordinates though too. Longitude,
Yeah.
latitude kind of deal.
We were way without power. No.
Yeah, and
Didn't
normally you take you have one of those like GPS.
Yeah, we had all that.
Good.
Well, it wasn't an option, unfortunately. But I almost died. So I kind of
Well, you had safety gear, didn't you?
PFD, buddy. Doesn't matter. 39-degree water is cold.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Check
Forget
this out.
about it, my guy.
See this? This is where I live down here, right? And this is the lake we were fishing right here, right? Lake Winnipesaukee. It's huge. Okay. I can rotate this.
That is pretty damn big.
Right. So now you ready?
Yeah.
We would launch our boat sometimes from the marina that's down here in the end of Paugus Bay, and then we have 8 hours to fish, and you go. So some guys stay right here and fish in this
Mhm.
little area. Other guys go through here. This
Yeah.
is Weir's Beach, New Hampshire. Great place to visit. It's amazing. It's a tourist place. Like, it's awesome. But there's great fishing there. Right? But this is the whole lake. So you can go anywhere you want to fish. I go up here. This is where I call church. I start my day here at church. See how it comes wash, see the washout? I fish this
Mhm.
arena right here, and there's a church right up here somewhere. There's a bell on it. Where are you? So on Sundays we have a tournament, and we go here and 7:30, ding dong, 8 o'clock, ding ding ding, start going off.
When you guys supposed to be done by sunset?
You get 8 hours. You launch at like 7, come back at 3. So we're up here where the boat starts taking on water out here,
Mhm.
right? And we keep powering on because we're trying to get back all the way over here, Center Harbor, where the boat trailer is. But we're over here, and it got rough and it got bad, and we made it to about right about here, maybe, and the boat just stopped, and the back went down, the nose rolled to the side,
Oof.
ended up here, right? What do you call? There's no bridge, so you gotta get back in the water to get across to like real land. So we ended up floating to this place somewhere over here instead, because we were just bobbing and weaving in the freaking middle of the lake, and there's nobody out there because it's freaking November and everyone's gone home for the year.
Buddy, I got a
Well,
question for you. Did you guys have to, do skin on skin contact to keep each other warm?
It wasn't an option, buddy. we were just bebopping, floating up and down with the waves, man. Yeah, but after that,
Good, at least.
So I got off the boat and they called an ambulance for us, and
Yeah.
I stepped off the boat, I stepped on the dock, wham, face first. Don't remember nothing.
You're
Right,
just exhausted.
done, hypothermic. So they get me in
Yeah.
the back of the ambulance, and I'm like, listen, I got to go. I have a tournament tomorrow, and they go, dude, they're laughing because they're like, he's delirious. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I gotta go. I have a tournament tomorrow. They said, no, we have to take you to the hospital. And I'm like, no. I have a tournament. I'm not leaving here. I'm not going to the hospital. You're going to keep me. I'm going down the street. I'm going to have a steak and a beer. And I'm going to go and fish the tournament tomorrow. They're like, dude, here's this. Here. If you think that's what's your best, here. So I signed myself, left, went home, took a hot shower, went out, had a steak and a beer, slept great that night. We caught one fish. That's all we needed to do, and we won Anglers of the Year. And the top, the entire top, everything. We won everything that year. And if we missed it, if we didn't fish and come in with one fish,
Roger.
we wouldn't have won Anglers of the Year or first place. So guess what? I wasn't giving up my entire the last 6 months of fishing all over the friggin' state of Massachusetts and all around New Hampshire to not miss this one tournament where, like, I just got to do one fish, catch one fish, and we win. Like, got it. So we went. We had to siphon out all the gas out of the boat because that doesn't gas. Outboards don't like water in the gas.
Yeah.
Siphoned out all the gas, emptied everything out, all the trays. So we cleaned the boat out. The boat started. The next morning, we were able to putt around, and we caught one smallmouth, put it in the live well, and went right back to the dock where we were ready to weigh in, tied up, and we're done for the day. That's it. We just had to catch one fish, and we were done at 10:30 for the whole day. We were at the dock eating lunch. Didn't have to go anywhere. We're done.
Good.
So, yeah, that's after that. I'm kind of, my life isn't worth fishing. I don't know. So I kind of now just take it easy.
Well, yeah, I would, or at least stay by the fucking shore, at least.
Boom, RVA, just like that. Imagine this, dude, right? Imagine being at a certain spot right near Nantucketon Island, right near us. Imagine being near there where it's no problem. You don't have no problems. It's great, whatever, right? All of a sudden, pow, you're in the middle of like 3, 4, 5, 6 footers. Bad.
Yeah, them guys that catch crab.
Dangerous job, man. Dangerous job.
Yeah, it pays well when you catch a lot, but
yeah, my friend wanted
right.
me to charge.
Tommy, so sorry.
No, it's right. Peace out.
I gotta go pick up the kids, so
yeah.
She gets out in 30 minutes for me, and it's a 15-minute travel to the other side of town. So
thank you
very
brother.
much for having me.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Please be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't drink and drive. This is your safety briefing, okay? All right.
Yes, sir.
Tommy, have some fun this weekend, Tommy.
Absolutely, we'll do that.
Okay.
Hey, thank you, my friend, for being here, for me.
Thank
really,
you for
I
the
appreciate
invite.
it. Really.
Hey, just let me know, like when you need me to be on it, and I'll see you. Drop what I'm doing to help out as much as I can.
Gotcha, bud.
I'm not as good looking as the other guy, but I try.
It works. Thank
all
you,
right,
my
buddy.
friend. Enjoy.
All right, God bless you guys. All right.
Thanks, Donkey.
All right, bye.
And it's funny that you say that because there's a rocket launch Sunday up in Amesbury, so I'm not sure. I may have to put a couple rockets together and go up to Amesbury. I don't know if I can get the paint done tomorrow because the launching's done Sunday, so I have to build them all. I have to build a couple tonight, which I probably could do, and I can record it so you can watch me build them. There you go. You can fast forward it. Fun. All right, listen, everyone that's here, thank you all for being here. I much appreciate it. Everybody, Gail, always nice to see you. Everyone else, Donkey's mom, prayers. Forgot to say that to him. His mom's in my prayers. Yes, please, everybody have a safe weekend. He was right. Just listen to him. Buckle up, wear your seatbelt. Don't be an idiot on the road. You'll get there. I promise you won't get there any faster. Just chill out. Be defensive driving. And just please be safe, everybody. I guess with that said, we'll wrap it up. And you guys all have a great, excellent, super weekend. And we'll see you back soon. Maybe during the weekend. You never know, right? You just never know. We may take you with me fishing or take you with me going to rockets or who knows. But if you're not subscribed, you'll never know. Maybe the members get something like that. Maybe we should do that. Members only. But yeah, either way, I love everybody. You're all great. Please all have a great, wonderful, relaxing weekend, and we'll see you back here soon. Love you guys.
Cold mornings, cracked pavement, courthouse steps. He's there before sunrise while the world still rests. No cameras needed, no spotlight glare. Just a man with a purpose, always standing there. Facing the crowd, but the fight in his veins. Truth in his hands, pushing through the rain. Karen sees him, she knows what it means when you've got boots on the ground and you fight for your dreams. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no worry, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. He don't ask for credit, don't ask for praise. Just fighting the good fight in 1,000 ways. When the cameras fade and the voices die, he's still right there, never asking why. He's got a handshake that you can trust, eyes that don't blink when it comes to us. Karen smiles because she knows it's true. She's got a soldier and his name's CPU. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no glory, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. When the courthouse is empty and the crowd's gone home, Tom's still walking, he's never alone. 1,000 steps, a million prayers, because justice don't sleep and neither does he care.